What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. It is Tuesday, and my goodness, does the market never sleep. That's for sure. It's definitely been a bumpy, crazy ride. Also, what the heck was this yesterday, guys? I actually thought right here when we had hit that bottom and we were kind of doing that consolidation, and then we had that spike, I actually thought that Bitcoin was gonna be going up. I thought maybe the markets were having a recovery, and then all of a sudden we hit right here around that 7,000, just peaked, and then boom, dump. Manipulation? I don't know. But what the heck was that all about, guys? But that aside, we do see that we are at a $261 billion market cap. Bitcoin dominance has pulled back 1%, and also the one thing I wanted to discuss was the movers of the day. So you have ELF, followed by Golem, Ontology, Skycoin, Verge, Wanchain, Chainlink, MadeSafe, Bytem, Salt, NXT, Vechain, and Byteball. So, what is some of the news that is causing this stir? Well, Ontology, I mean, guys, we know Ontology's just been on a tear recently. That's just kind of its own thing. Neo, they're having their European tour currently just started, so that might be something. Usually you tend to see buy the rumor, sell the news, but it looks like Ontology is kind of disproving that theory because they're still going up. Also, what's going on with ELF, guys? So ELF, all right, I came over here, I had a look at their Twitter. It looks like ELF has just been really active lately. They've had a meetup. They made this announcement where they're going to release Elfie mining, and they also talked about how you could buy their plush toy with their tokens, as well as this quiz that they've introduced. So they've been really busy. I think ELF is just kind of one of those projects that kind of wasn't really getting enough love personally. So I think that they're kind of due for their time in the spotlight. I spoke about ELF. You guys could check out my video on it if you're curious. They're based out of Singapore. They are working with side chains similar kind of to like what Lisk is doing. So you guys can have a look at that if you're not invested or you don't know what ELF is all about. As far as Golem news is concerned, we see that the big news is that finally Golem has arrived. So, Golem essentially is a peer-to-peer market for putting your computer's excess CPU power to use for other people. And today, after 3 years and 14 software implementations later, it is finally going live on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, when I first got into cryptocurrencies, Golem was one of the projects that I was really interested in at the time. And then it just kind of seemed like they just really didn't do anything. They kind of just really weren't putting out the updates. Everyone was kind of waiting for that big news, and I feel like finally now we have that news that we were looking for. So, even though the project is still far from its goal of building a worldwide supercomputer, the mainnet launch is an important step forward in proving out its underlying architecture and Ethereum itself. So in its current format, the service enables computers to rent unused CPU power for creating computer-generated imagery, or CGI, using Blender, an open-source software for animated films, visual effects, interactive 3D applications, and video games. It works by swapping computational power for GNT, or Golem network tokens, through an interface that connects to Blender directly. And this current release, which is Golem's beta, which they're calling Brass Golem, is an effort to test whether the technology functions in real market conditions with real money. So that probably has something to do with why we've seen that price increase in Golem. So also, guys, I wanted to just discuss, the question was, is it possible for the New York Stock Exchange to launch crypto futures outside of Bitcoin, as in other crypto assets, other coins, other tokens, right? So in an interview with Bloomberg, Jeffrey Sprecher, the Intercontinental Exchange Incorporated CEO, essentially the guy that is sort of, they're kind of behind the New York Stock Exchange, they said that there is a trend here we can't ignore. People put more faith in a guy named Satoshi Nakamoto that no one has ever met than they do into the US Fed. So they're saying that this could be something good moving forward, and potentially we could see other futures listed for other coins. I just wanted to throw that out there, guys. That's pretty good news. Also, in case you guys haven't seen it, anyone interested in Wanchain, it has currently been listed on Kucoin, and that also could have something to do with the recent price increase. Other news. Flash has officially announced their partnership with ETHOS. So if you guys don't know, Flash is going to be available. Flash is a state-of-the-art way to transfer value. They say that they're pleased to announce that they're going to be listed on the ETHOS platform during their official public launch. The ETHOS wallet will make it easier for anyone to purchase Flash and other cryptocurrencies, as they are focused on merging the old financial system with the new. So if you guys don't know what ETHOS is, they're a universal wallet. They're going to have fiat gateways. It's basically going to be a Coinbase competitor. They were calling it a Coinbase killer when it first came out. We are eagerly awaiting the release of the platform, of the beta, but this is news coming out of that camp. So Flash and ETHOS partnership, boom. All right, guys, let's talk about this NANO update. So we do know that there was that BitGrail hack that happened a while ago, caused a lot of stir. So the NANO Foundation has announced it will sponsor a legal fund to provide all victims of the hack of cryptocurrency exchange BitGrail with equal access to representation and pursue their legal interests associated with BitGrail's insolvency. So back in February, BitGrail claimed that 17 million NANO had been stolen in this hack, amounting to roughly $187 million at that time. So they say to ensure all victims would receive proper legal support and have a chance to recover their assets, the NANO team reportedly contacted Espen Enger at the end of February to launch a legal fund. At the time, Enger represented the interests of almost 600 BitGrail hack victims. Shortly after, the NANO team also contacted the Italian law firm Bonelli Already, I probably didn't say that right, which collaborated with Mr. Enger. NANO Foundation had this to say: as a result, we are announcing today that NANO will be matching the contributions of the victims to the legal fund established by Mr. Enger, including both past and future donations for up to $1 million, with the goal of establishing a total legal fund valued at $2 million. The NANO Foundation stated in the announcement that all reliable evidence that had reviewed continues to there was a bug in BitGrail's exchange software, and that was the reason for the loss of the funds. However, BitGrail is still denying the responsibility for the security breach, insisting that the fault lied within NANO's software. If you guys want to look at this was the official release on Medium from the NANO Foundation. I'm not going to go into it, but I will leave it in the description if you guys want to see that official release. In other news coming out of Vechain, we do see that Vechain, the king of partnerships apparently, has now secured yet another with Shanghai's eGrid consulting company. The partnership also extends into use of Vechain Thor to leverage the nature of the blockchain throughout their business model. eGrid has successful implementation experiences with many companies with high-tech automotive components, motorcycle, retail, financial, machinery, and manufacturing industries, and they have a very large list of clientele. So the use of Vechain Thor provides secure IoT and proof of origination, essentially, blockchain supply logistics. We've gone over this like 100 times, but in a way that enables entirely new metrics to be exercised by decision makers. The existence of Vechain's car maintenance solution extends well past the maintenance of a vehicle as it enters the shop. It also provides onboard IoT solutions that power the understanding of drivers' habits, frequency of brake uses, for example, acceleration, speed, and other metrics, okay? And this can all be used to empower big data sets within insurance packages, car manufacturing improvements, and car part manufacturers. Soon, every aspect of a car, from its materials, creation, logistics, care, resale, and recycling, will be able to be captured on the blockchain to create a true collaborative automobile ecosystem that empowers the data owner. So, as far as eGrid is concerned, they have been growing in size rapidly, owning a total of 5 software copyrights leading into 2018, expanding to 14 currently as of the partnership. Their understanding of the current marketplace has enabled them to develop exclusive solutions as well as onboard high-end clientele within the last quarter. Down here, you can see you have Oracle, IBM, SAIC General Motors Corp., which is a very, very large corporation over in the East. You have the Volkswagen Automotive Corp from SAIC as well. There's a whole bunch, guys. These are all really, really, really big really big clientele that they're invested in. So the use of the car maintenance, green driving, and carbon bank projects will be one of the leading applications for blockchain adoption seen by the public. Vechain's work within the industry is growing deeper with increased talks with the world's most known companies and part providers. So Vechain is really, really leading the pack here when it comes to pushing forward, making these partnerships, and delivering on their promises. Also, speaking of something that just got released as well, for any of you guys that are interested or have been following Lisk, or maybe you guys don't know about Lisk, okay, they have actually opened their beta release. So you have Lisk Core 1.0.0, okay? So the Lisk Foundation says that we have decided to divide our testing process into two distinct phases for all major releases going forward. Starting with Lisk Core, we have called them BetaNet and testnet. So after observing the activity of the betanet for approximately a week, we will give an update on our plan to gradually introduce delegates into the newly created test ecosystem. This extra step in the deployment of Core 1.0.0 will help us safely put in practice and examine all of the variables of releasing Lisk Core 1 in a controlled environment of BetaNet. By trying out the code there first, we are also avoiding any risk of negative effects on the decentralized master testnet, which is an integral part of the Lisk ecosystem. While Lisk Core 1 is on the BetaNet, our community members will be able to participate in testing of the network in a variety of ways. To begin with, they will be able to deploy and synchronize a node. They will also be able to interact with the new API as well as test Lisk Commander, Lisk Elements, and BetaNet Explorer with the new Lisk Core. In order to appropriately address any questions surrounding this particular release, the Lightcurve dev team will be hosting a Reddit AMA on the topic of Lisk Core 1. So guys, you know I love my AMAs. I love when you have opportunities to get in there and ask those big questions. So if you are a developer, if you're somebody that's been trying it out, or if you're just an average everyday investor in Lisk, please take advantage of this opportunity. So the date of the AMA will be confirmed after the BetaNet testing has been completed. You can check that out on the Lisk subreddit right over here, which is just r/Lisk, okay? So if you guys are interested in that. Also, on my other video, guys, I did speak about the BlocNATION 10 million BNTN bounty campaign. I completely forgot to talk about they were also offering other opportunities. So unfortunately, the Telegram opportunity is closed at the moment, but I did want to talk about other bounties that are available. So they do have some available for Twitter. If you guys want, you know, you can follow them, retweet their tweets with hashtag BlocNationBounty, submit the tweets. You could do that if you guys want. I mean, because everybody likes some free money, right? If you have a Bitcoin Talk signature and avatar campaign, you can also get involved in that. They're doing 1.5 million tokens for that particular bounty. They also have content creation pool for blogs, visual content such as YouTube videos, kind of like what I'm doing right now. You guys could do that if you have your own channel. And then they also have more that are going to be announced. So yeah, unfortunately, the Telegram bounty is over. But if you guys are interested, I'll drop a link to this again. You guys can check that out. Maybe you're a content creator. If you guys want to earn some free tokens, that's available to you as well. Also, I get a lot of questions of people asking me, how do I find out about these up and coming events? I've talked about this on my channel, but for anybody that's new, I'm just going to give you a tip right here. You can go to CoinMarketCal.com. So it's like CoinMarketCap, but just change the P to an L, so CoinMarketCal.com, and you can literally see all of these upcoming events. For example, you have the Power Ledger Summit, Solar Coin webinar, Komodo, they're having the Utrum.io DICO token sale. This is all happening today, actually. Today is, today's the 10th, right, guys? So this is all, all happening today. Oh, here you go, the BlocNATION airdrop. I just spoke about that. You know, there's all, look at all these things. You guys can go forward. There's a lot of news. They also, they provide, they provide proof, they provide sources, and you can also validate it, you know, based on other people. For example, this one right here only has a 40% validation. Yeah, so you can kind of see which ones are, like for right here, you have Solar Coin, 96%. You know, if you want to see proof, you can click proof. here's the proof where they got the information from. Really great website, really good content. So if you guys are interested, you could definitely come check out CoinMarketCal. I use it quite frequently. Also, I wanted to talk about it for all my NEO holders out there. The City of Zion has released their new Neon wallet version 0.2.3. Not too many crazy features, but the few things I wanted to talk about is they did add their Discord link to the app in the footer so that if you do need community support, you will have a place where you can reach out to them if you guys have any questions or concerns about the Neon wallet. And they've also added a blacklist to prevent sending assets and tokens to known phishing addresses, because we know phishing sites are crazy. People are always trying to hack you. It's actually funny. I don't really use Cryptopia, but I just got an email saying that I had a failed login attempt last night, which I don't even use Cryptopia anymore, so there's really nothing on it. So if anybody wants to hack my 0.000002 Bitcoin that's on the exchange and you can get in, kudos to you, it's yours. But be careful with these types of things, guys. Also there's a lot of impersonators out there. I've gotten more people telling me my Telegram, there's other people impersonating me. So just if anybody ever reaches out to you, and they provide you a link, always make sure you go through official verified sources. And it's really nice to see that they're actually taking some of that into their own hands, just in case somebody doesn't do their own research. They're looking to protect you with that. So that's a good safety update also. I saw this tweet, all right, from Cryptable, and they were discussing that if you look at Bitmain owns Antpool, Bitcoin.com, and also their investors in Via BTC, which actually would currently give them over 51% hash rate. They say the amount of power they hold is pretty crazy, even if they don't attack. This is why ASIC resistance is important. And if we zoom in, I'll zoom into the chart right here. You can have a look right here. So essentially, Bitmain is this, and then, they are invested in this right here. So basically, this entire pie of the chart, yeah. So 51% attack. Now, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're definitely more, why would you want to have an attack that's useless? It would take so much energy and you would lose money. But it's kind of scary considering how that power is shifting into the hands of the few, but that is just what happens in life in general. So I just thought I'd just kind of throw that out there, ask you guys what you think. I mean, do you feel comfortable knowing that Bitmain has that much power over the Bitcoin pools? Let me know. Also, I wanted to discuss something. So we had that big India FUD the other day, right? About, RBI regulations, etc. So check this out. So a new crypto exchange opens in India despite the RBI regulations. So it's called CoinDCX. They're an Indian-based cryptocurrency exchange that promises to be an exchange like India has never witnessed, giving the country the first exchange built with cutting-edge technology and customer-centric approach. CoinDCX is a purely crypto-to-crypto exchange. The exchange does not handle fiat currencies. So this is what's actually going to allow it to operate with minimal regulations. Because users are only trading cryptocurrencies for cryptocurrencies, CoinDCX can avoid regulations from the Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so although CoinDCX doesn't support fiat currency trading, the exchange does allow customers to view their cryptocurrency holdings in terms of INR or rupees, essentially. So you can check your coin prices in INR, you can, buy and sell, track your portfolio. You just can't actually buy or sell anything using rupees on the platform. So, yeah. It doesn't look like it's stopping these guys. It doesn't look like anybody's, they're still going to do it. Like I said, they're just going to keep moving. They're just going to keep doing what they have to do, guys. So also, German consulting firm Camelot launches blockchain platform for medical data management. So with its HyperTrust X-Chain data management system, the company aims to offer the healthcare industry a secure digital platform for the exchange of patient data. It aims to provide all actors that are authorized to participate in the therapy process with decentralized data storage based on blockchain technology. It will also allow the integration of partner systems, real-time temperature, location, and quality control, as well as reliable proof of origin. Many different actors are involved in this process, such as treating clinic, right? The cell removal center, logistics service providers, and pharmaceutical companies. So today, most important data is still transmitted by analog means in order to be recorded again in the course of the further process. So the risk of erroneous data and data misuse is therefore immensely high. According to the company, HyperTrust X-Chain closed-loop supply chain approach prevents any confusion or misuse of samples and data during therapy. So that is more real-world application of blockchain. Also, speaking on behalf of Coinbase, we have the former Twitter and Facebook communications expert to serve as the vice president of communications. So they have just hired Rachel Horowitz. So Horowitz joined Coinbase via Spark Capital, which is an investor in Coinbase, where she was a partner, leading marketer, and communications expert, in addition to acting as an advisor to portfolio founders. Before moving to Spark Capital, Horowitz served as director of technology communications at Facebook. At Twitter, she worked on scaling the communications team and developing company narrative. She said this about joining Coinbase: "It has so much about what drew me to Twitter when I joined the company. It just feels like this is a very exciting company at a very critical moment. That's cool for me personally, but that's very interesting from a communications perspective." And one other final note I wanted to talk about. So Canadian banks have banned cryptocurrency buys, right, with credit cards and things like that. So earlier this week, the Bank of Montreal banned credit card, debit card customers from buying cryptocurrencies. So BMO's decision followed several of the biggest Canadian banks banning cryptocurrency transactions over the past few months as a part of a global crackdown led by major lenders and credit card issuers. So Canada's largest bank, which is TD Bank, has blocked attempts to buy digital currencies last month. The Royal Bank of Canada, Canada's second largest bank, however, didn't cut off card purchases, but said it would allow transactions involving cryptocurrency only in limited circumstances. So, what's the solution? Well, check this chart out for localbitcoins.com. So the chart is a volume of local Bitcoins buying and selling in Canadian dollars. It shows the volume shot up from less than 1.2 million to more than 7.2 million in a period of just 3 weeks compared to the previous 3 weeks. So that's a 6x increase in an extremely short time frame. So they say that this is actually the whole point of crypto and Bitcoins in general: individual freedom. The hypocrisy of governments and banks is more than well known to all of us, and their alleged consumer protection, okay, is actually a direct attack on human rights. Individual freedom is derived from economic freedom. You have the right to spend your money the way you want, not the way that banks will let you. Seeing all of this, it is crucial to understand the importance of P2P platforms and decentralized exchanges. Development of such platforms is essential for the survival of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general. So, just like life finds a way, guys, crypto finds a way. So, that being said, guys, that's basically the news roundup for today. We are noticing that we're kind of gearing up towards the end of the tax season in the US. We've really been waiting to see what's going to happen. I consider the next week to potentially next 2 weeks to be a very crucial indication as to where the markets are going. So, you know, outside of all the marculation and speculation, I think it's very interesting to look and see where we're going forward with that, guys. So that being said, I want to say thank you so much for coming back to my channel. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, guys, stay crypto and peace out.